G'day guys, my name is CJ. Being a tech YouTuber means I need a good, reliable and useful desk for things like unboxings, A-roll shots, and also B-roll product shots. For the longest time though, aside from my main desk that my computer and ultrawide sits on behind me just over there, I've been using this rather danky desk with a simple IKEA top that cost 20 bucks and some wheels attached to the legs. It's a clunky little thing and not at all solid. In fact, the previous top snapped and broke because it was just too unstable and fell forward after having way too much heavy equipment sitting on it. So finally, 9am Home came in clutch and provided me with a new standing desk that I think will be the perfect size for me to elevate my studio desk setup for my unboxings. Let's put this away and put the new desk together. Let's crack this open and build this thing, shall we? So I've put a few different standing desks together now, and I must say 9am Home have done a really great job with the entire process. The desk came in a few different boxes, which is standard, but the most crucial two are the boxes for the legs and the boxes for the desktop. They all come neatly packed, and aside from maybe getting an extra pair of hands to lift the desktop out, it's really easy to get started. Now both legs also carry a motor each, which is great, but it also means they're pretty heavy on their own. So I put them to the side first before getting the tabletop out. Now inside it also comes with mounting hardware for a cable management holder, and we'll put that one to the side as well. Now using one of the included pieces of foam, I put the tabletop onto it to protect the surface whilst building the desk. And the first thing I noticed was that the frame that holds these legs was already pre-installed, including the little controller, which is something I hadn't seen before. All the previous desks that I've put together before, I've had to do all the installing and screwing. And there were already a bunch of pre-drilled holes for the cable management box. But before we install the legs, I want this station to be easily movable. So I actually invested in a couple of M10 compatible casters and replaced the little feet that came with the desk. That way I can slide it and move it around depending on what I need. Now once they were on, it was just a matter of simply slotting the legs in place and then locking them in with these little metal bars. No screws or Allen keys required so far, which is great. Now the only bit that required any screwing in was the cable management tray, and I love how easy they make it to mount it on and click into place securely. But not before I install an extra power board so everything can be powered from the desk itself, and there's only one cable that needs to be plugged in, depending on where I need the desk to be. Right, now that it's all put together, I'm super stoked with how it's all turned out. It's really solid. It looks great with that white top and white legs with these little faux oak caps, and I love the unique design that these legs have compared to some of the other typical standing desks out there. For me, it's the perfect size as well for that small space that I use to make videos, and compared to my main desk, it's far more compact and it'll neatly fit underneath the main desk if I need to. Next order of business though is this separate power bar from 9am Home that can be clamped onto the surface. Now I'm often going to rig this desk up with different cables that'll provide power for cameras, monitors, laptops, and probably lights as well. So having the option to mount a power bar on the desk and effectively turn this into a powered station is awesome. So as you can see, I've also gone ahead and mounted a spare Dell desktop monitor that I had lying around, and that can act as both a monitor for when I'm recording video, or it can act as a second screen if I want to use this as a secondary portable desk station if I need to get some work done. I can just plug my laptop in and off I go. Love that. For content creation, I use an overhead rig made by Newer that clamps onto the desk in separate parts. At its core, it's a pretty simple solution where there's just two clamp-on bars and then one solid horizontal bar that sticks on, but it's a simple solution and it works really well and convenient for clean, stable top-down shots. Also, I've combined it with the absolute beastly Manfrotto super clamp, and that's paired with just a very economical, Newer branded ball head with a Ulanzi Falcam F22 clip that allows me to just hot swap cameras and accessories in and out. For now, I've just got my trusty Fujifilm X-T3 mounted powered by a dummy battery that takes power from the built-in power board. And that's same with the monitor here, which I've got connected via a small rig HDMI adapter. And once it's all connected, that completes the very simple overhead rig. Now, the solid desk and legs also means that overhead shots no longer wobble even with the lightest of touches on the desk. That was a real annoyance for me with my last desk, which just wobbled like crazy even if you just tapped the table. On top of that, the height adjustability means I can really customize the shot, make things as ergonomic as possible depending on how I'm feeling and also what the product needs. Now, that dual motor design of this Robin Pro is super efficient, it's really strong, and actually surprisingly quiet. The little controller over here is also really elegant, and whilst there's only settings for either standing or sitting, I just love how simplistic this whole design is, all the way down to that small OLED screen. It's a really nice touch. And honestly, for a desk like this that's going to be moved around all the time, it makes sense to just keep things simple. And they make customizing heights super simple and easy to understand too. No need to hold for specific button combinations to activate height recording. You just navigate the settings menu and follow the prompts. Super simple. It even tells you the actual height in metric or inches, depending on where you live. And it didn't stop there either. 9am Home threw in this really nice faux leather desk mat in green, which contrasts really nicely with the white top and is a really nice backdrop for my future top-down shots. And honestly, that pretty much completes my new mobile content creation setup. The desk is super easy with hardly any fiddling around, screwing things together with either screwdrivers or Allen keys, and I think the size is perfect for this rather limited space. Honestly, it's so easy to set up, anyone can do it. The addition of little casters, I think, is an underrated mod that really maximizes the utility of a setup like this, so I can move it around any way I need to. But as far as I know, I don't think 9am Home actually sell their own compatible casters, but if you grab any that are M10 sized, then I think you'll be fine. And I also love that clamp-on power source, and it makes it really easy to have access to power when I need it. For example, if I'm showing off a wireless charger, or if something I'm unboxing needs quick connection to power to get started, I can just go ahead and plug it in. And then finally, it just works really well as a secondary productivity station to get work done. And so overall, I'm super happy with how all of this turned out. And I can honestly say I've been so impressed by the quality of the products sent over from 9am Home. If you're interested in any of these products, I'm gonna have a link in the description below, so be sure to check them out. Now, of course, be sure to drop us a comment down below if you have any other suggestions that can improve our desk setup game. Thanks so much for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed what you saw, give us a like, subscribe for more, and ding the bell icon so you don't miss out. As always, stay safe out there, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.